Hello everyone, and welcome to the Biggest Nerd Alive's film reviews. I chose this one today due to getting the opportunity to see it in theaters this week. So before we get into the video, I'd like to let y'all know that I'd love to discuss this film in the comments with you, so if you have anything to say, just feel free. And spoiler alert. And with that, let's begin. Spider-Man may as well be one of the most iconic fictional characters of all time, and for good reason. He's relatable, he's often given very compelling stories, and has tons of interesting characters surrounding him. I feel like throughout this century, every group has had their own Spider-Man to grow up with. With me, it was Tom Holland, and he will always be my favorite, but I have made sure to watch every film before him. And one of the strongest ones is most definitely Spider-Man 2 by Sam Raimi. It's just so well done. Now, to start with criticisms, there's some really cheesy dialogue, and Mary Jane is like the worst. She's so poorly written and ends up being super unlikable and irredeemable in the process. And this may be a hot take, but I don't think Tobey Maguire is a strong actor. Like, I think compared to Andrew Garfield, Garfield's the better actor. Just writing-wise, Tobey Maguire got the much better end of the deal. And to finish, the movie has some really weird and bad editing at sometimes. But that's all I really dislike about the film. Now to talk about why I think it's great. I feel it does a great job at telling a relatable story, just feeling too caught up but still needing to take responsibility. It's something I could work on myself. Of course, Alfred Molina is absolutely amazing as Dr. Octopus. He performs so well and we can see his pain and struggle just by how he acts. Not to mention I love his arms. And I know it's a weird thing to say, but I like that they have personality. And it's cool knowing that they used practical effects to bring them to life. I kinda wish superhero movies would utilize practical effects more. As I'm not saying I hate CGI, but they're just so cool. And I gotta love how he did for Darth Vader, with the exact same context too. And you know who else was great? J.K. freaking Simmons. Why is it that he's always so perfectly cast when it comes to superhero franchises? And he's such a great actor. He can go from being the funniest guy in the world to the most terrifying. Now, Harry Osborn, little mixed. I think his whole crusade against Spidey is kinda done poorly, mainly because of the use of one of my least favorite tropes. Just misunderstanding. Now, James Franco, who Mom and I kinda agree is more handsome than Tobey, gives an iffy performance. Some scenes I feel he does a good job at feeling menacing, but then others he just goes completely hammy. Oh, and I can't end this without talking about that bit with Willem Dafoe. The fact that it was a lucky coincidence that he even appeared is insane, but his whole scene is absolutely amazing. I mean, he always gives bonus points to whatever he's in. And the effects in the movie look good. I wouldn't say it's flawless, but it was very groundbreaking for the time, and doesn't take me out of the film like some other movies, knowing that animation is very hard. There's a lot of scenes with comedy where the comedy actually works and it causes me to laugh out loud. And Danny Elfman brings a fantastic score to the table. And I'd say one of the best scenes in this movie is probably the opening credits, with an amazing theme and just really beautiful art that catches you up to the first film without feeling dumb, you know? And with the direction of Sam Raimi, there's tons of really cool horror elements throughout the film. The hospital scene might be one of the most terrifying scenes I've seen in a movie, for a non-horror film. The movie's very quotable, and I love the Bruce Campbell cameo. And overall, I would have to rate it 9 rockets out of 10. It has a few flaws, but it doesn't kill the fact of how enjoyable this movie is. And I understand why it's one of the most popular superhero movies of all time. I'm so glad I checked it out in theaters. Anyways, thank you for watching this. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Have a blessed day.